We're going to take a look at how to do the deadlift. It's one of the most effective exercises you can do because it works just about every muscle in the body. Shelly, go ahead and show us what one looks like. Good. Let's start with the base. Taking a look at her feet, they're right under her shoulders. If I draw a line from her shoulders straight down, that's where her feet should be. They're slightly turned out, just what feels natural. And then notice how that bar is lined up right over her shoestrings. So now I'm going to get Shelly to go ahead and bend down and grab the bar. You're going to grab the bar right outside of your knees. And Shelly, go ahead and do a deadlift. Good, then bring it back down. And stay in that starting position. Notice how flat Shelly's back is, or is actually overextended. And when she does that, it fully engages those spinal erectors. That's the muscles that go down your spine that protect your spine and stabilizes it. So we want those fully engaged. The deadlift is a very, very safe movement when you're in this proper position. Shelly, go ahead and round your back how we don't want it. So notice that curve in her back. That's what we don't want you to do. So if the weight's ever getting heavy and you feel like you may be rounded or a coach says you're rounding, stop, lower the weight, and make sure you keep that arched back. So Shelly, go ahead and do a deadlift. All right, then bring it back down. Notice that when she lifts that bar up, her shoulders and her hips come up at the same rate. And what I mean by that is, her shoulders don't shoot up first. So do one where your shoulders shoot up first. Yeah, so notice her hips almost stayed where they were and her shoulders came up first. We don't want that. Now do one where your hips shoot up first. So notice how her hips came up first and then her shoulders. So do one correctly where they come up at the same rate. Good, so see they both coming up together to lift that weight up. Go ahead and stand up again with it, or go ahead and deadlift up. Now notice when she sets the bar down, how flat her back stays. So we don't want to start rounding there. That's what happens to a lot of people. They get it up, think they're done, and they round on the way down. Shelly, go ahead and deadlift again. Everything's coming up at the same rate. Notice how the bar is always touching her thigh. So we don't want that bar hanging out way in front of you. We want it gently touching your legs on the way up and on the way down. That's how to do a proper deadlift.